Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your May 2023 tarot card reading. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. So May is a really exciting month. We've got Jupiter moving into Taurus. We've got that big full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So there's a lot of dynamics, a lot of things going on. Now, this video specifically is going to be tarot. So this is a more channeled, more intuitive message. If you want more of the astrology, please check back in the next couple of days because I will be posting these May 2023 astrology forecasts in a separate video. So please keep your eyes open for that. And also don't forget, if you are a member of my Soul Seekers group, that I am going to be doing much more specific videos about the Jupiter in Taurus transit, as well as the full moon eclipse in Scorpio, as well as this Pluto retrograde. This is happening too. There's going to be a lot of content for my Soul Seekers group this month. So if you're not a member, you want to join, all the info is down in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and get into this. You're more than welcome to watch for your sun, moon, or rising sign, whichever resonates the most with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your May 2023 tarot card reading. Let's open up this channel with a card from my intuitive deck here, see what comes through for us. Okay, the word flurry has been coming up over the past few signs, Virgo, Libra, now Scorpio. There does seem to be a flurry of activity for you, and that can be a really great thing, or it can be a distracting thing. Really depends on what you have going on in your life and what you need to have go on in your life. But generally speaking, when we're in this kind of whirlwind type of place, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of developments, a lot of growth, learning a lot of things, working with a lot of people, it can really propel and accelerate us, specifically in terms of our manifestations and the goals that we're hoping to attain. So it may feel a little scattered, but I also think you're going to be enjoying it, and I think you're going to thrive in it. It's not going to inhibit or hinder you in any way, shape, or form. It's actually going to help you blossom in a really beautiful way. I also feel that there's going to be I guess we could call it an epiphany or some kind of illumination where you get a brilliant idea or you execute on something and it triggers something else. And I don't know, there's a lot of clarity I feel is coming through. And what I'm hearing is that there is like a secret or a pile of gold, if you will, that is buried amongst all of this activity. Now, this is not necessarily something you have to be super conscious, like, oh my gosh, where's that pot of gold, the metaphorical pot of gold, right? Like that brilliant idea. It's just something that when you come up against it, you're going to be like, wow, that's the thing. That's what we really have to worry about. That's what we need to think about. And this is what we need to do. And it's going to really click. And when it starts to click, this is when Scorpio goes into hyper productive mode. And you have this ability to just go in that straight line, right? We know that Scorpio is traditionally ruled by Mars. And so Mars likes to have a trajectory that is specific and linear and uncomplicated. It's just from here to here, and that's it. And once this sort of illumination happens for you, that's exactly what you're going to have. You're going to have, the destination so clear in your mind, and you're going to know exactly what you need to do to get there. So that's a great way to start. So let's start, let's continue with a major arcana card, which signifies what the universe needs from you, Scorpio. Okay, the Devil. I actually like the Devil in this instance because there's ambition, also a lot of worldly ambition. This doesn't necessarily feel spiritual to me. One of the things with Jupiter coming out of Pisces last year that I think was a good thing was it really... we can all be spiritual and we can all have our spiritual practice and whatnot. But right now with Jupiter, which is one of our more spiritual planets, he's not really guiding us through the realms of Pisces or even Sagittarius or even Aquarius anymore, right? Aries is not about the big picture, not even Taurus, right? This is real world stuff. This is who we are and what we're doing in our material world and our skills and our talents and how we are applying those toward achieving the things we value most in life. It's not complicated. It's actually more simple than I think it has been. We can come down out of the sky, come down out of the clouds and just execute. And the devil seems to be really determined. Now, there's an ego component with the devil to be aware of as well. If there does happen to be some kind of challenge to your ego, we still have that south node in Scorpio. We have a full moon eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th as well. And if you are needing to kind of check yourself, if there are certain circumstances in your life that make you reconsider some things, consider that a good thing. If you experience any humility, not humiliation, not what I'm saying, but humility, okay, humbleness, I guess we could say, take that as a good thing. Because what happens when you have that humility, when you are humble, it creates space for stuff. And right now, having space for new stuff to come in is excellent, especially with this whole flurry of everything that's going on. You can have a flurry of activity and still be humble at the same time in order to receive that lightning or light bulb turning on moment. Okay? Let's take a look at the environment. This is going to be a court card, a king, a queen, a knight, or a page. So who is it that Scorpio needs to be aware of in their environment? Oh, I think I accidentally picked up the wrong set of cards, but that's okay. We'll keep it because it was maybe a happy accident. We have the death card, but I'm going to couple that with an actual court card because I don't want to cheat you guys. See what else goes on in the environment. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, I love this combination. First of all, the Queen of Swords absolutely has your best interest at heart. Let's just be super clear about that. If you have a personality in your periphery that is jealous or antagonistic or playing mind games or manipulative, this is not that person. This is someone who is incredibly supportive and who is looking at everything that you're doing and offers a lot of respect towards you. And I think you respect the Queen of Swords a lot as well. There's a really nice dialogue that goes on between a Scorpio and a Queen of Swords. It's really open forum, open and honest, and really, really deep as well. I think the Queen of Swords with that death card, she can handle a lot of the really hard stuff. And if you do have a moment that comes up for whatever reason where you start to experience a great deal of resistance, she's going to probably help, or I say she because it's a Queen of Swords, but it could be anybody. This person is going to really help you to see things clearly. And maybe the Queen of Swords is going to be partially responsible for this beautiful light bulb turning on for you. This might not make sense at the beginning of May. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Coming into May, you might not really understand what this is. At the end of May, chances are, looking back, this will make a little bit more sense as we make our way into June through Gemini season. All right? I look at this death card and I see her support, or this person's support, as you begin to really emerge. Now, this is the last eclipse that we are going to be having in Scorpio until the nodes come back around again. But this is going to be the last eclipse. So for 9 years. So there's a kind of a finale for Scorpio here. And between May and July, there's going to be a lot of closure to finally get that darn south node out of your sign. All right. And that seems to be speaking to the death component here. You are going to be emerging from this nodal transit a revitalized, refreshed, kind of a new skin type of you with different goals, different agendas, different narratives going on in your head, and different energy levels and all sorts of different things that you are offering into what it is you're doing. Okay? I like the Queen because she gets it, and she gets you, and there's no pressure from the Queen of Swords. She's not here to be judgmental or to be opinionated. She's just here as a sounding board or as an advisor or a counselor or someone that can just be rational and logical about what's going on, okay? A big part of your transformation there with that Death card. So let's take a look at the first row of cards for Scorpio. We have the Nine of Cups, Magician, and the Page of Coins. Page of Coins has been coming out quite a bit, which is, it's encouraging because a page of coins tells me something's coming in. Now, it might not be the whole enchilada thing that you're hoping for, but it is going to be something really positive that gives you some indication that you're on the right track. Okay, your energy levels are right, you're vibrating at the right frequency, you're aligned, you're doing the right types of things. And with the Nine of Cups here, it does suggest that you feel good about this. You feel good about what you're doing, what you're producing, how you're interacting with people. You just feel on point. Now, if you don't feel on point, the recommendation here is to follow the things that feel really good. And with all this whole flurry of energy, it feels like you have options. It feels like you have, a few paths that might be opening up for you, few choices, few options, whatever. And you're going to be able to discern the way each of these makes you feel, and you get to pursue the one that feels the best. That's the one thing about the devil is he can be discerning, like brutally so. But that can play in your favor. I think the universe needs that from you, to be brutally discerning. You're making magic here with this Magician card. You're developing this new life. There is going to be a life after the South Node leaves your sign. It's going to be quite different, but it is going to feel like you're in control. Sometimes when that South Node transits, I'm not saying you don't have any control, but sometimes it just feels like a sinkhole of energy, or there can be a lot of loss, or like, for example, maybe you got yourself in some weird spiral of financials not doing well, or a weird spiral of your relationship not doing well, or you found yourself in more debt than you realized, or you owe more in taxes than you realized, right? That's all the Scorpio stuff. Maybe you realize that you ended up getting buried under a situation when you were 100% giving everything you got, and yet somehow you ended up behind. So I think there is a shift in the current for you right now, and it might be a subtle one. It might feel a little bit slower than you would prefer, but there is a shift in the current nonetheless. And the Page of Coins is absolutely an indication of that. I've been saying this month, because he has been coming out quite a bit, I've been saying that the Page of Coins feels like, when a ship is getting close to land, it starts to see birds. Now, obviously, the birds are not the destination, but they are a sign or an omen. Not even an omen, it's just a sign that land is near. The destination is near. You're on the right track. There's something really positive going on there. So whatever this offering is, it may be a financial offer, a romantic offer, especially as Jupiter comes into Taurus, someone asks you out, whatever the case may be. You don't have to take it. I'm not saying, that's the thing about the page. It's not that just because this comes in, it's your destiny and you have to do it. It's just validation that you're on the right track. That's it. You can take it if you want. If it's intriguing, fine, go for it. But if not, you can leave it, no big deal. The universe is just letting you know that your magic is working. Four of Wands. Beautiful card of celebration, togetherness, love, happiness, family, being with people that you really care about. There's a lot of magic in those types of things, like being around family, especially if you have a loving, positive family, being around friends that make you laugh and smile, going out, having a good time. There's magic in that, as long as you're doing it in a healthy way and not in an escapist type of way. When you are in that higher state and you're enjoying yourself and you're laughing and you're having a good time and you're, kind of buzzing with the energy of other people that make you feel good, the magic somehow becomes easier and you might be encouraged. It feels encouraging for what you're trying to do, and all that energy can be fed into this sort of flurry of energy here. I'm saying flurry of energy. This was actually weirdly similar to the Virgo reading. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I also said this a lot for Libra too. So there's something going on with this part of the Zodiac. All right. So let's see. I think I actually named the Virgo reading a flurry of energy. So anyway, we have the Moon card for Scorpio. What else for May 2023? And the Hierophant. So one of the things with this light bulb turning on, this brilliant idea, this sort of secret that is buried in all of the activity somewhere, it's like when you come across it, when it crosses your path, I'm seeing so much intrigue. Like you can't shake the curiosity. And the curiosity is likely going to beget desire. Now, the desire does not feel desperate to me. It doesn't feel like it is like hopelessly hopeful, okay? It feels advantageous. There's a little bit of caution. There's not a lot of expectation. And yet it does feel like a path that you are going to pursue anyway. With the Hierophant and also the Magician, there is something, well, maybe this is moon energy as well, kind of creeping up from that subconscious realm. There is something, it's kind of like I know I need to take this path and I can't explain why. I know there's something special about this option, but I don't really understand what it is. I know this may not necessarily apply to everything else, but something is calling me, and don't even ask me to tell you what it is or what I'm even hearing. There's a lot of just operating in faith. I don't even think you know exactly what it is you're going to expect when that light bulb does come on, or that secret. I say secret, but it's like the pot of gold in the middle of everything else that's going on. It's like when you finally are at a certain point, you're going to find it. It's just going to be something really, really small and seemingly insignificant, but you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. You're not going to be able to get it out of your mind. You're not going to be able to just leave it. This is kind of that scorpionic, really deep knowing stuff that's going on. You're not going to be able to intellectualize this very well. But somehow you just know that there's purpose, there's meaning, there's something special or relevant here that will be determined later on. So it's a path that you cannot help but follow. What I like about the Queen of Swords is this person feels encouraging. Like they're going to encourage you to pursue this weird unknown thing that you can't explain. Even though a Queen of Swords can be really cold and icy and decisive and all of that, she does bring an element of whimsy. And it's hard for her to not let out that playful side when something triggers it, And I think what you're going through is going to trigger the Queen of Swords quality of whimsy. And that's why the Queen will be so supportive of you going down this magical path. Okay, now this could be something like simple at the office. Maybe you have a new idea. Maybe you have a little niggling feeling about something. Oh my gosh, my gut is just telling me I got to research this thing. I got to put this idea together. Maybe there's something with a relationship. I don't know why this person is so attractive to me, but I really can't stop thinking about them. Whatever the case is, you're just not going to be able to let it go. It's like it got its hooks in you, and there's really no control after that. But what's happening, it's like your destiny put its hooks in. Essentially, your future self put its hooks in. And it's pulling you. You know, you're being helped along here. So let's take a look. What else for Scorpio for May 2023? Queen of Coins. Ten of Cups, and Three of Swords. Okay, don't worry about the Three of Swords. I know people always freak out when that card comes out, but sometimes when we're presented with new opportunities and new paths, it brings up those types of memories of the past. It brings up the type of memories of things that didn't work, or failures or disappointments. And sometimes when we follow new trajectories, other people are at a loss as well. We have to say goodbye to people. We have to leave a place or a company, whatever the case is. But please do not let the Three of Swords deter you from this path of growth that you are on. The devil is not concerned about being someone nice. You don't need to worry about being nice right now. You are death, the devil. You're you're shedding this skin, and it's not necessarily the most beautiful process. It's, especially for someone else looking in, I don't know that Scorpio is really going to be able to uphold some of the obligations that they've made, or some of the commitments that they've made. There might be people that kind of get the short end of the stick with this. But I don't want to see you, Scorpio, completely giving up or putting on hold something that's pulling you to satisfy other people. Okay? With all of this activity going on, it's really spliced. There's a lot of different directions going on. There's a lot of nuances, a lot of variables, a lot of different people. All right, there's a lot of movement there, and you're not going to be able to do everything. And I don't even know that you necessarily have the attention span to do everything right now anyway, especially as we make our way into Gemini season. Mars will be in Leo at that point. Mars comes into Leo on the 20th, and the 21st, the Sun comes into Gemini. So with Mars in Leo and Sun in Gemini, there's more. I'm envisioning, I don't know why, like sparkling water or soda with all the bubbles, the effervescence, it's all of this frenzy of bubbles coming up to the surface. It's kind of what I'm feeling. And being anchored down, being tied down to a promise or something. I'm not saying go and break all your promises, but unfortunately, the Three of Swords says that you're just not going to be able to fulfill everything that you said you were going to be able to fulfill. But please don't let that deter you, okay? I'm looking at the Queen immediately when I saw this. We all know there's a little queen. Maybe not all of us, but there's a little rabbit on the Queen of Coins always. And immediately as I pulled this out, I was drawn to the rabbit. I don't normally look at the rabbit on the Queen of Coins, if I'm being honest. I know it's there, but I hardly ever have my attention drawn to it. This time, the attention is definitely being drawn to the rabbit. It's like you are Alice in Wonderland following the white rabbit. And And the 10 of Cups, it's like you're following the white rabbit to the 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. This is about happiness. This is about love and feeling connected with your life and feeling the passion from your work and the fulfillment from what it is that you are contributing to society. And even if you make small adjustments here, it can have a massive impact on your life. And the 10 of Cups is always worth it, even if it's the 3 of Swords. If the 3 of Swords is the cost, here's the 3 of Swords. If the 3 of Swords is the cost for the 10 of Cups, it's worth it. Okay? Let's go ahead and pull out the clarifiers so we can kind of see what else is going to come out with this reading. So for those of you who are new, the cards I'm about to pull out are the clarifiers we will cover in the comprehensive reading. We usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards. So all the info will be found in the description box down below. So let's see what comes through for Scorpio here. We have peace. Beautiful. See, I do think even though there's activity, you are very much at peace. And we have upheaval. Well, there's the upheaval, but this is environmental, right? This is the environment side. So yeah, there's upheaval, but also being at peace with it. Let's see. What else for Scorpio here? Eight of Wands. And 8 of Swords. Okay. Start with the 9 of Cups. What else does Scorpio need to know about this 9 of Cups here? Ooh, beautiful King of Coins. 8 of Coins. And 6 of Swords. We have the Chariot for the... Oh, I love Magician with Chariot. Absolutely love. Knight of Swords. Temperance. Well, there's definitely no slow motion. That's being confirmed. Page. We have the World. 2 of Cups. 5 of Swords. 4 of Wands. Page of Wands. Judgment. Ace of Coins. Ooh, with the Moon, with the Sun, with the King of Swords, and the 9 of Coins. We have the 3 of Wands for the Hierophant, the Emperor. Ooh, another Magician. The Knight of Coins, Ace of Wands, and another Hierophant. 3 of Coins, 5 of Coins, and the Star. We have a 10. See, 10 of Cups, interesting. 10 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is leading you to the 10 of Cups. There's a connection there. Another Death, Rebirth, and a Queen of Coins, another one. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. So if you want to join, you are more than welcome. Scorpio, I love you. Have an amazing May, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.